All right, Glock 45 project part 2. So I'll check the gun here. It is empty. Drop the mag out. So this morning I milled the slide for the Optic, and I also moved the rear sight forward. So that is the first time that I've messed with cutting the dovetail. It wasn't bad. I do need to get a better dovetail cutter if I do that again. I just got the one that they sell from Midway, and I mean it worked, but it did not work that great. It was high-speed steel instead of carbide, and it just did not cut as clean as I wanted it to. I actually had to go back and file some of the edges there, but it worked, so I'm happy with that. And then the Optic, I went with the Hollow Sun EPS. I wanted to try that guy out. So the footprint is different than an RMR footprint, but I'm pretty happy with it. I like how low that it sits on the slide. So that's just, standard height sight. And you can still see them through the Optic. I went with the green dot. So I'll take this guy off there so that we can see the footprint that's milled into the slide. And then I tried taking some video of the machining. I think some of it turned out, so I'll also share that. And then we'll put it back together and take it to the range and try it out. All right, so the Optic is off. So there's that guy. You can see the footprint in the bottom. And here's the pocket that I milled in the slide. I need to clean up a couple of the tool paths, but for the first try, I'm pretty happy with it. I have the raised bosses, threaded bosses, and then the bosses up front to locate it. That fits on there. It's a nice snug fit. You gotta barely press it on. It won't come off. So if you watch some of my other videos on the optics I've done with RMR style footprints, you'll notice that I did this one a little different. So I made this so that the features on the footprint are going to locate it versus the actual body of the Optic. The body of the Optic actually fits in there kind of loose, but those holes, the bosses, are going to hold it in place. So I'm going to try that out. I think it'll actually work better in the long run because if this Optic ever fails, even though the body might vary by a few thousandths, the outside of the body, that footprint is usually very consistent. So we'll see how it goes, but that is it. And then on the screws, got the screw for that side. And the screw for the other side. On the other side, I've started drilling deeper. So you can only drill so deep on this side, or it's going to get into the working components in there. On this side, though, that's pretty much nothing there. So I actually drilled deeper and put a longer bolt, more threads on this side. But I think it'll work out good. We'll get the Optic back on, and then we'll go to the range and try it out. All right, so I went to the range and put about 100 rounds through it. I did not get any video, but I'm going to say it again. I really like this dot so far. I like how low that it sits on the slide, and that dot just stayed right there while shooting, partly because of the ports. So if you watch the first video, you'll notice that these ports are different. So that is version number 2 of the barrel ports. So in the next video, I'm going to take this barrel and the first barrel that I did and try to shoot them side by side. I think this one's going to win. In the meantime, I'm going to finish machining the slide, so it'll look something like this when I'm done with it. I might do a few different things on this guy, but we're going to call that it for video number 2. So thanks for watching.